All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click that link, you get a video introduction rundown on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. Want you to get over there, check out the catalog, get you something nice, get a discount, shop and save and shop. That's right, family. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We're talking about over 2,000 videos. Nothing but fire, powerful information from the general. Plus, we got the grandmaster teachers. We got hand-picked documentaries and lectures, man. I'm bringing books to the site for family to be able to read. Man, anything that can advance our people will be there, is there. Get over there, become a member today. For Black Power Truth Seekers, it's a must-have. That's right, family. And so, let me get down. And we already know, family, SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come. You already know. And so we're going live today. I'm taking the gloves off on Metascam. I got to start putting body work on this goat herder. Yeah, I got to start putting body work on this goat herder with them, like, he's out there, you can't tangle with me. And so I'm just gonna let you know. I hope and pray that you call my name. God damn it, they're gonna have to roll the casket out as soon as you do it too. Because god damn it, I'm gonna be relentless in my onslaught on the Bedouin. Yeah, I'm gonna get on his head for real. So yeah, get on over there to Patreon, witness the strength family. We lining them up like bowling pins and we knocking them down one by one. King said he is on Rumble. God damn it. And I don't stumble and I will not fumble. So I want you to get on over there, disrupt class with me. Tomorrow is a good day for me to get on Rumble and start some shit. So be there, family. To all my peoples that donate to the general, I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the general, link right there in the chat, in the video description. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, so we here today. We dealing, and like I say, this is lightweight. You see, he's lightweight. And too many people have engaged this Neanderthal. And and no, I don't deal with him on his terms. I deal with him on my terms. You see what I'm saying? And I go straight to the heart of the matter. He's no different than any Western or European from day one who has lied about, our greatness, across Africa, not just Egypt. You see, all over Africa, anywhere they found a civilization, here come one of these lying scumbags to distort, you see, and mangle the truth. But yet and still, there were those of their own people that came out, and it's not a few, is unlimited authors and scholars that have acknowledged that ancient Egypt was black. And so they just gonna have to get over that. See, so they are the revisionists because they have to even distort the truth of their own grandmammies and grandpappies who came out and told the truth. Like what's his name? Volney. You see, who went in there with you know, went in there with Napoleon and looked up at the Sphinx and called it just like it is. He said, God damn it, I can't believe that the people that brought science and civilization are now our slaves. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. So when he looked up, he didn't see no Mediterranean. He didn't see no Mediterranean. He didn't see no tan. You see, he didn't see none of that. So, we got to quit letting these Neanderthals, uh, lie to. I get brutal. See, that's the only way you can straighten them out. That's the only way you can straighten them. You can't be in there, just a fact, nigga. They didn't enslaved us, oppressed us, and, mangled and mutilated and murdered our people. And you niggas gonna come out there and got some rules. I ain't got no rules, nigga. And this ain't just no intellectual project or joust and some shit like that. No, this is all out war. You understand what I'm saying? And so there is no area that I won't attack. You see, you niggas is confined. You confined to his rules and regulations. He ain't gonna dare bring that shit to me. Cause I'm gonna take him right back up in the cave. That's where I'm gonna take him. You see what I'm saying? Don't look like it looked like all he had to do is get one of them Captain Caveman costumes and put that motherfucker on, and he's back in his natural habitat. You see, he's back in who he's supposed to be. And so, here it is, Metascam, who's sitting up here talking about what the ancient Egyptians, he don't even know who he is. He don't even know who he is. He don't even know who he is. Here it is. He's saying that the ancient Egypt, he's Mediterranean. You ain't even Mediterranean. You ain't indigenous to no goddamn Mediterranean. Who told you that? You're not indigenous to the Mediterranean. I looked up at statistics today for anybody that want to go behind me. Now, let me tell you just like this. Now, I know some of y'all out there might get in your feelings because you got the ptosis, because you got the itis. You see, but I tell you what, you can get your ass up out of here and find you somewhere where you like it. If you don't like it over here, take your ass where you like it. But, all moderators, don't give them no goddamn slack. You understand what I mean? If it's an intellectual, if it's worth our while, let it be. But if one of these Cro-Magnums or one of these, doormat Negroes get out of pocket, then put their ass on goddamn blast. Period. Yeah. And so he says that he's Mediterranean. Who told him that he was Mediterranean? Okay. When we look today at Europe has the highest skin cancer rates of any continent on the planet. When you look up the top 25 nations with the highest skin cancer rates, damn near 23 out of the top 25 are in Europe. Now the question becomes, if you are indigenous to Europe, or the landmass that you know of today as Europe, if you are indigenous to there, then why are so many goddamn nations having high ass skin cancer rates? When you think about, nature is perfect. Nature is perfect. Wherever your natural habitat is, you gonna thrive in your natural habitat. There will be nothing that can outmaneuver you, outperform you in your natural habitat. You see what I'm saying? So you naturally conform to your habitat, your natural habitat. Your body, your makeup in and out is configured to your habitat. You see? And so that's how nature is. And so the fact that we have so many European nations with the highest skin cancer rates in the world is proof positive that you're not even indigenous to Europe. So for you to say that you're Mediterranean is laughable, period. It's a fucking joke. You're not Mediterranean. So you can scratch that. The indigenous people of the whole Mediterranean, the first people to populate the whole of the Mediterranean were African people, and they dominated it for tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years before any of your kind, you see, wandered down into these areas. These is facts. These is facts. And so we're gonna deal with this today. And so I'm gonna just go off the top so I can give you facts. Now this man says that the ancient Egyptians could have been Mediterranean. He says that all of the ancient Egyptian women were lighter than the men, which is a barefaced lie. I can show you where almost Nefertari was even darker than Amenhotep III. And I can show you where he's saying that these, the ancient Egyptian women were lighter than the shown as pale, you see, or some yellow or whatever, which is which we'll get into, which is a spiritual color, you see, but never was any of the royal women depicted pale. Not one. Not goddamn one. So where he says that ancient Egyptian women were depicted light, he's a goddamn lie. That can be refuted in a matter of seconds. You see what I'm saying? And so we're listening to a goat herder historian. You see what I'm saying? They're thinking that everybody, you do not matter. You see? And all those who support you, European people, they in the same predicament that you in. The reality, you know who you are. We know who you are. So you can play all the games that you want to. Nobody believes you or even care about none of the shit that's coming out your mouth. It does not count. The very, what's so laughable to me is that he's sitting up here talking about what the ancient Egyptians are or aren't, but he don't look like no ancient Egyptian I ever seen on a wall, period. You see what I'm saying? He hair dropping down. You understand what I'm saying? Like the Baphomet. You see, you a caveman. Straight up. I mean, let's be real. You fit right into what's them, the croon. What they call them? The motherfucking what's that goddamn cartoon where them goddamn the new one, the croons, what they call them? Motherfucker, you look like you play on the croons. And you got enough nerve to be talking about ancient Egyptians, and as if an ancient Egyptian had any kind of hair like yours or even look like you. You see? And so yeah, we're gonna have to take the gloves off on Metascam. Now, were the gods of ancient Egypt black? Let's put this shit in. And when he skipped, and when he's the crudes, the crudes. He's a crude motherfucker. The crude historian. Yeah, that's who he is. The crude goat herder historian. Gonna come out here talking this crazy shit. How dare you? Wait a minute. Where this motherfucker? Okay. Okay, right here. Yeah, let me put this garbage on here. Okay. Here we go, fam.
The gods are represented with many colors, but they are symbolic when it comes to their skin. They can have a red skin, which usually has to do with aggression and evil in a way. Although it can also symbolize life. Some gods have a blue skin, which represents protection and wisdom. Other gods skins, which represents protection.
Let me rock with you. Let me destroy him immediately.
Symbolize life, do with aggression. Which
listen to him.
Has to do with aggression and evil in a way.
Nah, right there where he talks about red. He says it represents aggression and evil. Let's hear it again. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what's really going on here. Let's do this again.
With many colors, but they are symbolic when it comes to their skin. They can have a red skin, which usually has to do with aggression and evil in a way.
Nah, number one. The colors of the gods is the same colors of the ancient Egyptians. You see, it's symbolic, but it's solar. It's a solar representation. You see, but right there, see, we got to go to the underlying understanding. He knows that. He knows that. So when you see that evil sun disk, where they always got the sun, and all you had to do is put evil sun, and you will see and he's putting the rays down on their ass. So here it is. See, he's double talking, because he'll show you the ancient Egyptians, and he'll say, "Oh, this is a tan, and this is and this is a Mediterranean with a tan, and so on, and then turn around and the same color of the gods, which is the same color of the Egyptians and the Nubians and the Puntites, all shown in that color." You see what I'm saying? That he's trying to pretend as if this was the only color that the ancient Egyptians was represented in. See, so yes, there was brownish red, yet and still they were black and in between. Okay, and there were also yellow ancient Egyptians, but they were not yellow because they come from mixture. You see, this is an indigenous color variation within the black spectrum. You see, and we understand that the darker colors precede the lighter colors. We understand that, and that's why when we say black, you see, we start from the base color, even though we are a beautiful, what is the peacock? You see, we are a beautiful continent of colors, just like the peacock. And so we understand that black is the base color, where though we have various colors within the African spectrum, that that represent the black race, and we understand that without a problem. You see, and so the thing is, a lot of times we understand we're African. We also understand we're black. We are both. Black is our divine identification. You see, that we're connected to the cosmos. It's a frequency. It's an energy of substance and origin and creation. You see, harmony and energy. We understand that. So they don't possess that. And so you see right there where he says that red means aggression and evil. You know why? Because it's solar energy. Metascam running from the sun. He got enough. No, he don't know shit about Egypt. And so we just got to clear this shit up. He does not know a goddamn thing about Egypt. There is nothing evil about ancient Egypt. Nothing. It is a divine civilization. And the only thing that was evil is when them goddamn Greeks and Romans and them sick Asiatics came into Egypt to pervert the Ma'at, the laws of Ma'at and the balance of Ma'at. So right there, we showing you that he don't know what he talking about. The red is solar frequency that produces life. You see, produces that divine substance that we call melanin. You see what I'm saying? And nothing in the universe could live without the sun. And so he has a problem with that. You see, and so we got to identify. Let's move on.
Although it can also symbolize life, some gods have a blue skin which represents protection and wisdom. Other gods have a green skin, such as oftentimes Osiris, because it's a connection to the afterlife.
See, now right there, where he says green is a connection. Oh, let me get back in here. Let me get where he says green is a connection to the afterlife. You see, green is the chlorophyll. You see, connection of life. You see the vegetation. You see the chlorophyll connection to life, which is also sustained and by solar energy. You see, which they can't. That's why. See, they even when they eat things that are grown by the sun. Listen to me when I tell you this. It's toxic. You see, it's toxic. That's why when you see, they taking all these fruits and vegetables and they fucking with the DNA of the fruits and vegetables. They taking out shit that is toxic to them and putting in shit, watering it down and, so that they are able, you understand, to consume it. That's, what other reason you got a fruit tree, you see, that is producing juicy fruit. All you have to do is pick it. You ain't got to fuck with the DNA or nothing. While they in the DNA, it's toxic. You see, it's toxic. So, we look at the chlorophyll and how the trees is also speaking to the Congo, the rainforest, the herbs, you feel me? The natural medicines, the fruits, the vegetables, how the rainforest and the trees on the planet give out the fresh oxygen that we could breathe. And you feel me? The lungs of the planet. You see, so yeah, he's missing some things. He's missing a whole lot of things. I don't see how he didn't. But that just show you when you ain't got that pineal gland, you missing some shit. You're missing some shit. Let's deal with this. Let's deal with some more of this.
And when it comes to black skin in Egyptian art, even though it does have a connection to death, which is why we sometimes see gods such as Anubis.
Okay, let me stop him right there. I don't want to go where he says that black is connected to death. There is no death in ancient Egypt. You see, only when there is no death in our spiritual system. It's rebirth, it's resurrection into a new spectrum of life that is waiting on us. We didn't see no death. We seen only resurrection, a continuation of life, eternal life. And so when he says that black, in some time meant death, we didn't have no death. Why do you think that the priests went through the mummification? If they thought that the people were dead, why would they mummify? You see, the mummification process was a cocoon, a spiritual cocoon, because they saw that spirit, that African spirit, would resurrect. You see, in the new life, in the new spectrum of being, and so they understood this. But when we talk about black was the highest level of divinity. It was the highest level of divinity. It didn't. Wait a minute. I want y'all to listen to this shit that he's talking about.
Having black skin, it was not connected to evil. Red was.
See, and so he didn't. He skipped over a whole lot of shit. You know, he said that it wasn't. No, black was the highest level of divinity in resurrection in Egypt, and all the deities were depicted black. You see, from Amen, Men, Tahuti, Anubis, Set, so many more. All of them, really, when you look down and get down to the get down, they were all depicted black. You see, it was a few that were depicted if they were, a sky god. Where he, I don't know if he talked about blue, but blue was also a water deity, also a sky deity. So you see, Amen many times was painted blue. But see, he black was the highest level of divinity. And that's why when the spirit moved on, they were always depicted in the Ka statue as black. As black. You see, when you talk about King Tut, yeah, Amen was blue, but Amen is also black. Amen is blue, but Amen is also black because Amen is also men. Okay, a variation of Amen is men, who is black, and that's all. He's only Amen painted black, and men. And when you look at the terminology, when you look at when you look how it's spelled, the vowels is interchangeable. You see, and so you could take men and take the I out and put the E and add the A. It's Amen. It's a variation of Amen. And you see that men was the netta of resurrection. It was the netta of resurrection. And so he don't know what he's talking about. He's running, but he has a problem with red. You know why he has a problem with red? Because red is solar. Solar connection, which he has no connection. He don't have no connection, and that's why he focuses on red the way that he do. You feel me? And so we peeping his game. Yep, that's right. It's the sacred triple black water of chaos. That's right. And so understand that rundown on the colors was weak, Metascam. You're weak. I don't know why you get your goat herder looking ass up there talking crazy. Like you actually know what you talking about. Call me. Call my name out. Go right on ahead and do it. And that gonna be the day, goddamn it, you gonna have nightmares, motherfucker. On that day, I'm gonna become Candyman, nigga. You hear me? I'm gonna become Candyman, Cro-Magnum. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna show up in your goddamn. Just call my name, goddamn it, and you gonna see me every goddamn where. If you hear what I'm saying, it's time to separate the sheep from the goat. That's what it's time to do. It's time to separate the sheep from the goat. We got some more fire. I don't want you to go nowhere. Stay with me, family. We're going to come right back. We're not getting up off Metascam. We're not going to get up off on him. Let him know I'm here. Yeah, let him know I'm here. Tell him to call my name. And I got something for him. All right, this is General Sarasun Seti. I want y'all to support the general. Hit up some of them links. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.